For today's Grimm adventure, we find ourselves once again in Colma, California, the city of the dead. Basically where San Francisco buries their dead, it's here in this town. It was founded in 1924 as a necropolis to San Francisco. And guess what? It's not just for people. As you can tell from this behind me, Pets Rest Cemetery for pet animals. Today, we're going to explore it and try to find some interesting stones. Should be interesting. I don't think we've ever done a pet cemetery before. Jessica's really excited. But before we head into the cemetery, let's take a closer look at this wall mural that's painted on the side of the wall on one side of the cemetery. All kinds of different pets and animals. Now the rumor goes that Tina Turner, yes, Tina Turner actually has a dog buried here at the Pets Rest in Colma, California. And the rumor states that she actually buried the dog, her dog, with one of her fur coats. Right now, I'm walking along the cemetery fence. Along this way, it's kind of a busy road, but it's not that bad. But before we get in there and start showing a lot of the different animals, there's an old sign down here that I want to show. This is something else, right, baby Gola? Just look at that sign. Pets Rest Cemetery, crematory for pet animals. And the cool thing about it, it's neon. I wonder if it still lights up at night.
Wherever I come, bad luck is coming my way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. Bad luck's always coming my way.
Right here at the beginning of the Pets Rest, the pet cemetery, it says cemetery and crematory for all pet animals, founded in 1947 by Earl and Julia Taylor for pets and pet lovers of the San Francisco Bay Area. We're pretty much just going to be walking through, trying to find some very interesting tombstones or ones with pictures like this one here, a dog named Bugsy. Thank you for all the unconditional love and joy you brought to our lives. Right away, Jessica and I noticed this one here. This stone is for Woody and Bailey. It's probably one of the most beautiful stones we've seen here. Now just behind them, there's these little wooden plaques. Four of them are fishes if you look and count them. I wonder if people have actually buried their little goldfish or whatever fish they had here, as well as 4 different bones. Look at this one here, Bengal, 2004 to 2019. You left paw prints on our hearts, little man. Love you forever till we meet again. This one here says, our little one, sweet pea, sugar, and precious. There's even an Egyptian cat statue here as well. This stone here says, sorry Dong Dong. Don't know if the full name was sorry Dong Dong or possibly sorry like something happened, like an accident. Here's one for little Butterscotch, December 1993 to August 2004, always in our hearts. Now here's Goldie, 1979 to 1986. Now it could be a golden Labrador or a goldfish. Now here's a stone with 4 different pets on it. Looks like 3 dogs and a bird. Daphne, Mimi, Piccolo, Aliato, and Rodolfo. Now here's a cat, little Cairo. She may be one cat to the world, but she is the world to many. Love always. This is the first time seeing 2 bunnies. There's Buttercup and Nutmeg. Ha! And there's somebody's little Sophie, forever in our hearts. Now one of the things that I noticed that people who have pets have in common, the name Pumpkin. A lot of people have pet names for their pets named Pumpkin. Like this one here, Barbarella, a real sweetheart. She asked for so little but gave so much. Rest in peace, my little pumpkin. I love you forever and a day. I feel like that one is kind of fitting for us. Sparky, we love you very much. I mean, mainly because we did, the Frankenweenie filming locations back in LA. That's a good name for a pet. Very good name. Now that's a great name for a puppy as well, especially a white one. Casper, like the ghost. And there's good old Scooby, 1969 to October 1987. You will always be in my heart, never forgotten. Well, would you look at this? Little Tweety was a monkey, or a little lady. It turns out Tina Turner's dog is actually buried in an unmarked grave in this little patch of land. Probably because, I mean, the puppy wasn't famous, but she's famous. And supposedly, like I said earlier, she buried him in one of her fur coats.
Oh.
So that is why it's in an unmarked grave. Now, this is a very small patch of land. There's not that
big?
right, it's not big at all, but there's over 10,000 pets buried here. This place blows my mind.
Losing a pet, a companion, it can be very painful, but walking in this pet cemetery has been a wonderful feeling. It's something I wish I could have done for my pets when I was younger. And the thing that makes me feel so warm is that no two names were alike. You would think that you see the same name frequently, but you don't. And some of them are complete family plots that over the years, whether they had a litter or maybe just over time, these pets were dedicated to these families because we really do love our pets and they really are our companions. So it's very heartwarming and a little emotional to see the dedication that they've done here. And I just love the effort so much.
Now I have to show you this. This small pet cemetery has over 10,000 pets in it, but it borders another cemetery, one of the many cemeteries here in Colma, which again, I mentioned it briefly in this video, is the Necropolis to San Francisco. Now here's the cemetery that's directly behind it. Now, if you want to see more of Colma, by all means, watch the video that's probably before this. Of course, the link will be in the description below. I'll try to make it easier. But this place is just, it's insane. It's magical. And with that being said, from Pet's Rest here in Colma, California, the pet cemetery to the city of the dead, the Necropolis to San Francisco. Thank you for watching another Grimm adventure. And as always, happy Halloween.
Wherever I come, bad luck is coming my way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. Bad luck's always coming my way.